the official podcast. I am joined here by Tristan and Skylar. Today we're just basically going to be interviewing them about their new album, Heartwork. And so I have so many questions, so many astounding answers. just questions I need answered. So how did you guys truly first meet?
Oh man!
Wow, that's a good question.
That's actually we met back in fourth grade, man. Our first week out here, and then Chinky was the one who introduced us. Actually.
Yeah, my cousin Chinky Freemiko, by the way.
For real.
He introduced us, or did we?
Yeah.
We just had classes together.
I think we either had classes together or he introduced us, one of the two, man. But and then that's when I was with Chris and stuff like that, man. I was back in that was a long time. But yeah, man. Ever since then, we've just been kicking it, kind of cool.
That's actually pretty amazing. I mean, you guys known each other for years?
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's my brother right there, man.
Wow. So what have you basically has inspired you guys to go into the music career?
Life. Life, man.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think it would be life experiences and stuff I've went through, and with a sense of wanting to relate to other people and other people's situations and stuff that they might have gone through as well.
Okay. What kind of moment actually, I know that you just told me, but what kind of moment has sparked that? What kind of inspirations have you actually led up to follow to what you guys wanted to do today?
For me, I mean, he kind of started a little bit earlier than I did, so for me it was I guess it's for me to spark that. I guess it took me going through a lot of bull crap, a lot of bull stuff, man.
A lot of boo right there.
A lot of doo-doo, man. So yeah, and we just started making albums together. This album, it's more of him than us because I moved away for a period of time. So. And over that time, we decided to make the album. So I'm only on maybe a few songs. So.
Okay. What about you?
I'll be selfish. I failed a talent show in middle school, and I've been irate about it ever since, and I want my comeback.
Oh my goodness. I can remember my talent shows back in high school. They weren't really impressive. Maybe if we had that one guy back, what was his name? Odioker? Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, no, I was kidding, but I've always been musically, into it. I started off on drums first. My whole childhood has just been brought around a lot of musicians and. Thank you. Yeah, I've just always been around musicians and music type things. My dad is a musician, and if he plays guitar, and just always been around it. Fell in love with the craft and the feeling of it. Just went full on savage with it, I guess.
Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. I mean, for me, honestly, I've only played trumpet. That's it. I mean, I've had so many other things go on to where, I went through grade school, I went through high school. I also did college as a trumpet, playing trumpet. That's it.
I think it's kind of weird because he started off on drums, and I mean, I kind of started off on a little bass because my brother is really into music and stuff. He plays the drums, bass, any instrument you can put in his hands and play. So he started teaching me a lot of bass guitar and stuff like that. So when I was out in Topeka, Kansas with him, so I started learning a lot of music then. Came back and never really had an instrument to play, so I just stuck to rapping. So I feel like it's something I'm working good at.
Well, that's it. It's always the first things that count. Like me and Ryan, we're trying this YouTube channel. We're not really trying to give up. We're pushing everything we aspired and goaled into. So far, we're actually doing pretty good in the last 4 months, And that's something if somebody were to look up to both of you, as in the same way, how Eminem in one of his songs decides to be you guys want to be like me. I don't think sticking a 9-inch nail through your eye would actually be technically looking up to, but just looking at the the aspirations you guys have collected over the years, and telling everybody your story, and basically teaching everybody never to give up on your career. Like, my next question, what was your next did you have any fall through points between you guys, between albums? Like, did you guys ever thought about giving up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Geez,
I did
a
with
lot of
hard work
times.
a lot.
Especially with hard work. Mainly because the distance from me, between me and like the whole family, RBMC family as it is, like it was hard for me to even like keep in touch with them. How can I wrap up being with them, chilling with them if I'm not even there? You know what I mean? How can I rap about it and not be with them, especially with the stuff that I was going through, not even with hard work, but with throughout the whole music making in general, man. Like, there's been numerous other times I thought about hitting it.
Plus, communication was kind of scary too, because if you rely on Facebook Messenger to bond
makes
with
things kind of
somebody,
very
it's not going to work.
difficult.
It is very difficult trying to do two things at once. I mean, the thought of me actually moving to Chicago and then Ryan taking over the channel doing the same thing at a time, it's like, hold on, how are we going to produce two videos into one? It's like, Ryan has to be on one end, like, just flipping the camera back and forth. It's like, what's going on, you guys? And then just me just turning the camera, and he has to use his own camera just to do that. I can see how hard it is just trying to keep in touch doing this whole music. And I can't understand personally because I've never been through it before, but I can see where it comes to. So speaking about albums, how many albums have you guys produced over the years? And is there any secret album that nobody knows about?
Well, I wouldn't say albums, I've got a couple of singles that nobody really knows about. As far as albums go, shoot, that's a big number. Jeez, we've had a lot of albums.
Tell them about the what is it, Up in Smoke album.
Oh God, oh man, that was like
That was fire.
I was like 16, maybe 16, 17 years old, and I made this album called Up in Smoke, and my stage name at the time was not Tilo, it was Space Boy. And with his being Space Boy, it just wouldn't work out. It wouldn't work out, so I stuck to Tilo because that's what my teachers called me in high school and stuff like that. Always went by Tilo, man. But the album that I made, let's see, it was with my brother. His stage name was Lopez, and then like a few other people. And it was pretty not bad. Like, I mean, I kind of still jam out to it to this day, so. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but shit.
For me, a year ago, I released an album called Wake, which did pretty well. A mixtape called 7 in between, just to kind of not be so long until I came back with something.
7's got a...
For my first record, though, I think my first would be Tainted Love, the record I did in 2017.
Wait. The Tainted Love that involves, like, the covers of him or like the old song back then?
Kind of. It was the feel was there, but the sound was completely different.
It was.
I actually want to now hear that.
Yeah, it's on my SoundCloud page. If you soundcloud.com/Skylar Pendergast, scroll down, you'll find it. It should still be reposted.
Not only that, you'll find it down in the link below this video posted the next day. So yeah, speaking about more, and I know this is going to continue to go down the road, what is the one biggest fear about any song that you guys have, like, did you guys think of, I didn't really want to like try to put this out there, or has anything ever stopped you from doing
I think
that?
for me it would be recording a song and it not being as pure and authentic as I need it to be.
Exactly. Like, I feel like that would be my biggest fear, is like one of us not really getting into it, not feeling it like we used to, or feeling the music and actually making the music itself, feeling the sound. That's honestly a big thing that I fear with RBMT, because it's like I feel like sometimes, I mean, I even get those times where I'm just not even feeling it, or I'm not into it, or stuff like that, and it's like something I don't want to give up on. Other than that, we don't really. I mean, we've had like CDs to the face, man. So we don't.
Oh wow, really like literal CDs to the face.
Yes.
Yes. High school wasn't too kind to us.
No, it wasn't.
And to everyone
High
watching
school.
us from back in the days, you know what you can do too.
Exactly.
But no, it's all good now. We're getting actually a lot of support now than I thought we'd ever get.
Yeah, for sure.
Believe it or not, I've actually known you for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's just I heard of you say or so from like Baker and everybody else. It's like, you know, hey, he's a pretty cool dude.
Shout out to Baker too, who's probably passed out
Swear
right
to
now.
God, he's maybe.
Did he not want to come in today and
I'm
stand?
sure he would have.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's a lazy guy.
He just took like he went on a road trip last night. And it was a long ass road trip.
Well, at least it's not affecting both of you today. I'm actually glad you guys are here.
Yes.
So let's go back to memory lane for a second. Speaking of schools, what schools did you actually attend?
I attended Benton Middle School, grade school, and then the high school. And then I went to the high school for like 2 years maybe. I was like a sophomore when I left.
I'd say 2, 3.
Yeah, and then I went to Topeka, Kansas. That's when I moved to the capital city of Kansas, and I went to the high school for like 2 years there, and never finished neither of them. High school was not too fun with me.
Well, you know, did you graduate?
No, I didn't.
No, neither of us graduated.
Neither of us graduated.
You know,
Unfortunately, kids.
Yeah.
that's okay. That's literally okay. I'm fine with people who understand when they grow up, they have their own decisions. They can look back and they can reflect and say, hey, it's not too late if things mess up. There's always a second plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys are both unique. I'm sure you guys have second plans. When I came down to it, I mean, I dropped out of college.
Yeah.
So it's kind of understandable. I mean, I had to drop out of college because a certain company, not going to mention any names, kind of made me actually, you know, drop out of college, and I only had a 66 D- average. So, yeah, I can't go back unless I appeal. Hopefully, I can go back and appeal. But going back to the story, what about you?
Schooling, I started off kind of rough with the educational thing. I started off going to kindergarten in Venice, Florida. To those who don't know, I was born in Carbondale, raised in Venice, Florida. And out there, the school system is just so extreme. Like, they're teaching algebra to kids in kindergarten.
Yeah, that's
How in the world?
But the school is nice, so I stayed for a little bit. Because all the hallways are outside. Like, literally, all the classrooms are in individual buildings. And you'll walk out from a building, and, like, say you gotta go to art class or something, it's just dividers to keep the sun out of your face, and everything is just more nature and outside.
Man, that's how the school kind of was in Arizona and Phoenix, man. That's where I'm from, is Phoenix. And, man, like, without the dividers, though.
Like, if I honestly, if I honestly had to be schooled by a 6-year-old for algebra, he'd probably win, you know. Looking
like, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Like,
yeah,
really
like,
and they didn't let me keep my a Corvette toy in the classroom.
Oh,
And that was a big problem too.
but no, like when you mention that, it's like, oh man, I feel like I'm not even intelligent. It's like they're sending in 7-year-olds just to do like adult work.
Yeah.
It's like
it makes you feel so stupid.
Yeah, it's
makes
like,
you like, damn.
Duh, I don't know.
It's crazy, but I guess you can learn that method and become a doctor
I
or
tried.
physicist or something, because it's expensive to live down there too.
Oh,
So
yeah, I know.
they'll have to educate everything.
But it's like me knowing this stuff now, because when I went to college, I tried understanding algebra so bad, it was like, man, how do I not understand this? And it's like trick questions too. So you never know which answer you would get. Your professor would be like, No, it's this one. Close. He would always say close to my goodness, close to cigar or something like that. It was like a reference. But knowing that 6-year-olds, kindergartners, which soon they're changing the age of kindergarten in Illinois to 5-year-olds now. So it looks like they're gonna have to repeat a year. But knowing that, it's like I only learned 2 plus 2 in kindergarten. That's about it. And believe it or not, next door is actually my kindergarten teacher. Yeah, so it's kind of it's awkward to see, but it's actually, you know, it's howdy doody, hello, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the point, did you guys ever have bullies in high school? I know you guys were like hated.
I'll let you start. I wish our homie George was here. Shout out George Turbeck if you're
First
watching.
one got shout out George.
Because he was the one punching everybody in the face.
Yeah, he was. All right,
Was he the big tough guy?
No.
No, he wasn't.
He
All right.
was just crazy.
He was just local, bro. Yeah, he was crazy, man. Man, I don't even know how to start this off, fam. Do we have bullies in high school? Yeah, we had bullies in high school, but we never really.
There were crowds, pretty much.
Yeah.
Everybody went with their own, like, you'd have the sports crowd.
Oh.
Yeah,
Pretty much
yeah,
where we
like
went
your
to,
jocks,
very
like-
stereotypical high school life. You know?
For sure, and we were kind of like the outcast, but we even then, like, we were like the outcasts of the outcasts. Like, nobody really paid that much attention to us at all. Like, we were straight invisible to everybody. We had like our own little group. That's kind of basically how we started, how the RBT
Which
started.
is still in the works, Joker Monopoly game.
Yes, for sure.
Merchandise coming soon.
Dang, old stuff.
And we'll get to the merchandise towards the end of the video,
Yeah.
and I really want to hear that. I literally do, because I'm like excited about you guys actually having a merch store. Really.
Yeah. We started doing it for my album, but we're trying to expand everything, you know.
And yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. So, moving on to the next question, and this is kind of like in the middle. Where do you see yourselves in 5 years? This is kind of like a job interview, so.
I'd say Cleveland.
Cleveland? Why?
I don't know. No, I hope. I'm not sure because life is very unpredictable. But I hope somewhere well and successful sometimes, but not too successful. You know, like not forget where
you came from.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, you don't want to be like, what's the reference? You know, you die. You think you die a rich person, like taking your Corvette and everything else, but you actually die and everybody has the same coffin.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get a fancy one. You're just dust to dust. You are not gold. You're not stardust. You're not nothing.
Right. I think it's better for me because I made, the hard work music I more or less made for myself. There's been a lot of like dark patches, be it addiction or depression or just, it's all in that record, and I made it so visual that you can feel it if you listen to it. You like wear it like skin.
You do, for sure.
And it's a very unique thing.
Especially with our lyrics. Our lyrics are more like depression and like addiction, basically stuff that.
He's more chill than me.
Yeah, actually, that depends on my mood, to be honest. It really does. I could basically spin on a beat, but it's just like a lot of stuff that other people can relate to. And as that question for 5 years, man, will I see myself in 5 years? Hopefully making a lot of money, if not dead.
No.
Somewhere.
Like, even though the future is like unpredictable, like there's no way to foretell what you're gonna do in the future. Per se, if you were to ever gonna be rich, what would be the likely footsteps you guys would be following? Like donations, charity, stuff like that.
I've fallen more for the animal care and research donation. I'm a big animal person, and
My dad is
cancer
too.
research too, because I lost 2 grandparents to cancer, so it's.
Yeah.
I feel it'd be very important, like, which is what half of the for the merchandise thing, half of the revenue from the merchandise is going to cancer research donations.
Nice. That's nice, really.
So it's for a good cause, people.
For me, man, it'd be more of the kids without food, man, or like that's not getting nothing for Christmas, like I got nothing, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've been there on some real stuff. Like I've had cold Christmases, man. I've had like, I mean, I've been homeless. I've been all that stuff. So I mean, I really feel them. So to donate to the charities like that are non-profitable, man. That just like where most of my money would go. I'm not much a mansion type of person, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more.
Yeah, we're good with just a nice car and a trailer.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I'm
Just
sure.
saying.
If that's what it takes.
We're not too hard to
yeah.
please.
We're really not, man. Yeah. So if I like any charities, that's what mine would go to. It would be for kids that are like hungry and got no Christmas and
Yeah, like
no home, no nothing.
exactly, like reflecting to your story, you know. I've lost somebody that's great to me, and she was family. She was like, she was part of the family. She was like a blood relative, and I still consider her my cousin to this day. She did die of cancer, and
Sorry to hear that.
that's totally fine. It took me about almost 6 to 8 months to almost a year to just kind of pass over. I mean, she's in a better place now, and just realizing how much, not only that, I have other families who's still impacted by this, and you know, I feel for their loss, because not only that, I'm seeing friends all around me die of cancer, you know, people I've met.
Death is one thing that has followed me forever, man. Like since I was 9, it's, to me, man, it's kind of like a way of life. You know what I mean? It's just kind of something that you get used to over time. And that kind of sounds really messed up to say.
Oh no, that's
But,
the part that I'm gonna get to in a little bit, because, but continue.
Basically, yeah, like I completely understand where you're coming from. Like I really feel that for sure.
And then bouncing back to you, you know, like with your donation to doing charity, Millie, breaking character for a bit. Sorry, guys. There is a lot of people starving. Not even children. There's even veterans. There's
For
even
sure.
like a lot of people who has not even close. I'm not even going to say failed the system. The system has failed them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
yes, exactly.
You know, because even in other countries, there's people that are going out in the street homeless. They can't do much to feed themselves. It's like they have to scavenge, and it's terrible.
It's unacceptable.
It really is,
Like,
man. And
yeah.
Like
a lot of people are forced in, if they can't get a job, and if they can't, a lot of people are forced into the life that they don't want, or a life that they are forced into unintentionally. By that I mean either selling drugs or whatever they can do to make money, to get by. You know what I mean? And I've lost a lot of, like with the death situation, like I've lost a lot of people due to that, and due to a lot of other stuff too. But
Not only that, I'm going to throw this up here. I've seen this actually on Facebook earlier today, that you showed a picture of of an African child, just, you know,
Yeah.
kind of in a fetal position while the what is that called?
a vulture.
Vulture is waiting for the kid to die, and that's
Yeah.
actually pretty horrible, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish any starvation on anybody, because that's a horrible, horrible way to die.
And to say that the world in general doesn't have the money for that is
It is bogus.
asinine. Like it's completely
I can't even
bullshit.
entertain it.
Like, it's ludicrous, you know?
It is.
But no, I like how you both are setting off your futures. At least you're thinking ahead. That's great. Like, that's what people want to know. Like, if people are going to get used to an inspiration, how good is the camera, by the way? Breaking.
Good.
Still good? Sweet. Okay, what time are we at right now? Okay, thank you. Sorry guys, breaking out of character, but as I was going back to, like, people, as I said, you know, when they come across you and they know you, like they've been to school with you, they've
Yeah.
picked on you, You guys had set goals that you guys never gave up, that you guys are pursuing. And not only that, your merch store, you guys should be able to get a lot of hype. I mean, you know, it's crazy that, you know, and I was looking at the post earlier yesterday or the day before that, and I'm going to throw this up there right now. People who come across you will say anything about you once you go famous.
Oh, yes.
It's like they never believed you till now.
I get that to this day.
You know what I think that is? Kind of like in a small way, I think that is. Because they want your attention.
Yes. Oh,
so they would feel like,
they want
I'm
your
this
attention.
person who put you these years ago, you're somebody now. So if I like maybe F with you on the internet or something, I can get a reaction from you out of it. Then you're just paying attention to them, which is, you know, no fun anyway.
You're kind of just feeding, you're kind of just fueling them, feeding into their BS now, some real stuff.
Not only that, you're kind of feeding your own fire that could just literally just defame you instantly.
Yeah, exactly.
You're giving that much person leverage.
But I feel like, well, us, I mean, we just keep going because it's kind of like a in your face, like if we make it high, we like look at us now.
And you guys
Look
deserve
at
that,
what you thought
really.
we were gonna do.
I think also too, we have the power to cut all that off too. Like
Yeah.
we're in the studio
Oh, yeah.
together. We're just in this isolated room, and it's just nothing but us and the sounds and the thoughts.
Exactly.
Which is a beautiful way to do it. You know, you don't worry about the outside at all.
You
It's
block
all just what's in
everything
here,
out.
what's
It's
in
kind of
here.
like you jump into like that's another like reality. You're not even you're not even paying
Here.
attention to other people.
An out-of-body
You're not here.
experience.
Yes. Basically, might as well. I mean, you're not really here. You're in a whole another realm. Like you're in a whole other world of sound and music, and it's just amazing. It's awesome, and it's a beautiful thing.
I can imagine. But it's, you know, honestly, truly astounding. I can't wait until it's like, yeah, I know you guys, but seeing 5 years in the future, if you guys keep going the way you are, and I know I've seen a post, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys want to just basically dip out of the general industry so that way you can focus more on yourselves, or what was
Yeah.
that post?
Yeah.
We've always been like that. I don't think, I think whenever, when I did Wake, I think I was more focused on maybe getting a deal, but now it's like we have the power of the internet. We can do this ourselves.
Exactly, for
Like, we
sure. I
don't
mean,
need
we don't
anybody
really
in our
need.
pockets, really.
Yeah, we don't need to deal with anybody. I mean, we can make it come up with our music ourselves. We can definitely. do
And
it.
plus, my drive is more just making music I love and putting it out.
Exactly, and it's not really much more of a getting people's attention thing. We just do it for fun. It's kind of like a purge at the same time. You know what I mean? Like you just purge your anger, purge your emotions.
It's like a massage for me.
Yeah.
A very violent
It's releasing,
massage.
very violent.
Oh wow, okay, violent, let's go Tremors.
I mean, Tremors, yeah. That's
Man, that should be the next new album, you know? Tremors.
Yeah.
Hey, new song title.
Swear to God. I mean, I can relate to that.
1 second you're just lying on the table, next thing,
It's a little bit of a Colorado experience.
So, yeah, you guys have what it is, basically, you don't need the general industry, you don't need contracts, you have people, if you focus, like, I know you guys will be focusing yourself all over, like how me and Ryan are trying to do, YouTube. There's plenty of platforms, YouTube, Facebook, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can't name off all of them, but
Yeah. And it's
there's-
excellent. I have to say, my whole day yesterday was Grand Theft Auto 5 and watching your videos, so it's amazing.
But honestly, you know, it's kind of like the same aspect of winning the lottery. You know, if you win the lottery, somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, I know you," or "Hey, you know, I'm your brother." You know, you could just kind of split the money with me.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of like the same general aspect for me. It's like if I win the lottery, I kind of just want to like donate to some of the major charities who doesn't get paid. Like you see most.
Non-profitable.
Yeah, non-profitable. You see like many charities where it's like, oh, they only get 10 cents, or oh, they only get 4 cents out of this whole dollar, and you know, we keep the 96 cents and the 90 cents. That's messed up.
Yeah, it's just bogus to me.
You know, if me and Ryan ever hit big, you know, like we're making a lot of money and we still have a lot of money that we don't know what to do with, that's our first case. Like I just walked into Circle K today and I was like, you know, if me and Ryan were actually doing this, we might be doing a charity, like live charity events.
Yeah.
You know, something for like the March of Dimes or St. Jude's or something like that. Like something that can go directly not into somebody's pockets.
Right, yeah.
For sure.
Something that's right to the matter.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to mention anybody who's actually doing that because that's just like...
Because why do that?
Hate mongering, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do that? You have fun with them.
Or I could just mail them like a fake check and be like, I'm not really buying anything with it, so just here you go.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not really going to do that. Trust me. I know better. I don't want like, what is it, the FBI just knock on my door and be like, yeah, fraudulence.
Yeah.
Even though that doesn't seem fair, it's like...
You're not spending our money. You're going to go to jail. Like, what?
It's a check. It's fake. You know, you guys can see and be like, this is fake. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
You know.
I've actually had people at my old job in Colorado. I actually had people accept movie set money, like that they use for like the movies and stuff like
Really?
that. And it says on the bill, it says for movies or whatever, for set features only or whatever it says on the bill. Yeah, and I'm like,
That's
I'm
crazy
looking at
right
it, I'm
there.
like, wow, that'd be really dumb, man. Like,
That's insane.
yeah, it really was. It is insane. I'm like, yeah.
If I ever had to hold a movie prop money and then look at them, look back, sir, you're kind of stupid.
Yeah,
you need to
thank
take
you,
this
yeah,
back.
exactly. but the fact that somebody made a complete transaction with it is like, it's like that makes me worry about people and the way they think. To be honest.
My cat is so affectionate towards you. I don't know why.
It's that hair he's got.
Probably.
Okay, so moving on to famous celebrities, and I wanted to bring this up, but has anybody asked you who you guys look like?
No, I think we clown each other on that
Yeah,
more.
we really do. Yeah, to be honest, we don't really get like compliments or even statements like that in general. We kind of just roast each other. That's what me and Skylar are. We just have that.
I don't think I've had anybody say that I look like anybody,
Yeah.
but
I've been told I look like a squirrel. Honestly. That was a thing.
We actually
I
had
said that to her
somebody-
15 minutes ago. Actually,
I don't remember
thought-
your name actually. To the girl who told me that, but hey, you look like a chipmunk. So.
We actually had somebody go by nickname Squirrel in school. you all know who he is. So yeah,
Dang.
it's been since 6th grade since we called him that.
No, but I will have to say to people who look this up, go on, after you watch this video, of course, go to YouTube. Rage Against the Machine, Woodstock 1994. He used to sing for them, I'm telling you.
What?
Guaranteed.
I've actually been told that I sound like the
He looks
singer
exact.
from
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine because I've actually performed at your house with your dad and stuff like that. This whole band rehearsal and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm in a band with my father. It's called
Yes.
4J.
They're actually pretty dope.
But we're getting back in the
Yeah.
studio soon too, so look out for that.
Yeah, I did. Was at one of their band rehearsals one time, so they told me to sing for them. So I started like, I don't know what it was, like screaming but singing at the same time. I don't know. I don't know what I was
Like a
doing.
new metal.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like
Oh yeah,
those
those
genres.
genres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he told me it sounded like the dude from Rage Against the Machine, and probably one of the biggest compliments I've ever had in my life.
I will throw this up now. When I first looked at you, I was like, and before backstory, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not roasting you. I'm pretty sure you guys know Game Grumps, right?
What is it?
Game Grumps.
Game Room? No,
Okay.
never heard.
okay, be completely honest. Agree with me. Just sort of agree with me. Take off the hood. Does he not look
That
like?
Hey, I kind of weighed it down a little bit earlier today, so it's not.
He kind of looks like Danny Sexbang off of Game Grumps.
Maybe if his hair was tucked more behind his ears.
Probably.
I need a hat and I
Just make it look like you have a mullet.
look like mullet game.
But Danny, I've never met Aaron or Danny before. I mean, I've watched their videos online, and no joke, dude, you almost just technically look like Danny Sexbang.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or.
Trust me, look him up. He's amazingly talented. Go ahead and look up Ninja Sex Party.
And just say, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Oddbeat, that sounds familiar. Don't ask why that sounds familiar.
They also do Starbomb.
Starbomb, that sounds familiar too. What?
Go
He
ahead.
probably.
Go ahead and look him up. In fact, I'll just throw up an image right now of what he looks like. But yeah, it kind of peered into my mind. I was like, yeah, just replace this whole image, just Danny Sexbang right
Actually,
there.
no. Can you actually throw an image of a cake, like a birthday cake, on his face right now? Like,
I could.
I'm gonna laugh so hard at that.
Wait, which kind of cake?
It's got
One of them little like over extravagant cakes,
like those ones that they like overdo, that like are so extra with.
yeah, and then you have a groom and a groom on top of it for Tristan's cake.
Am I right? Am I right? Okay, so this is what he looks like.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're screwed on that. I'm hitting you with that every day.
I know.
I'm hitting you good morning
I'm never
texts
gonna
with
live
that
this down.
photo.
Do you know who Danny Sexbang is, by the way? No. Go ahead and show him.
This is great. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you made this interview.
Developing new jokes over here.
Aw, guys, it's not about that. I mean,
Yeah,
purely not me, but him, you know.
That's my brother, man.
It keeps us pushing though.
Hell yeah, it does.
As long as it does, that's completely fine, you know. As I said, you know, going back to the years, 5, 10, 20, you know, maybe further, it could change, you know.
Yeah.
But you guys have a strong motivation that you guys will continue to push each other, and you guys are family, so I can kind of see that.
He's got like a weird way of pushing me. It's kind of like either you're gonna meet the deadline or you're not gonna be in the album. And I'm like, okay, well fuck, I got excuse my language. You can bleep that out. But
That's okay because with Facebook, it's gonna be, you know.
Sweet.
So that way, nobody flags us on YouTube. That's the problem. That's my main focus, you know. So if you bleep out words, it's going to be like no audio in the middle of the clips, unless I just know how to throw in duck sounds or like car horns and whatnot.
That would be funny, actually. That would be
like some SpongeBob type stuff.
Or
Yeah.
shoes, that boot squeak from that one
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Or that dolphin sound. There you go.
That would be perfect, actually.
But no, getting back onto, since we've already finished the 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever, yada, it's kind of like me and Ryan, you know. He has a deadline, and I'm not like pushing him too hard, even though he needs to upload his own content. That's kind of like why me and Ryan share the same channel. And it's not towards him. If he doesn't have the time, that's okay. He can make it up one day or another.
Right, yeah.
I know he's heavy influenced into gaming. You know, he wants to upload his Super Nintendo, SNES, and he wants to upload basketball videos, which if you guys haven't checked out, go on, oh my goodness. Type in youtube.com/c/Rydew and check out what was left of the gaming until we move on to the extra channel, which is Rydew Retro, which will be down in the link below, coming soon, hopefully, I don't know.
And Spaceboy will subscribe to this week.
So will Tebow.
But speaking of YouTube, let's speak about that platform. Who is your give me the least 3 favorite YouTubers and the least 3 disliked favorite YouTubers.
Alright, so 3 favorite YouTubers and 3 disliked.
Yes.
Favorite YouTubers. Okay. So I guess my 3 favorite YouTubers, and I'm more into like the exploring Josh, like Urbex and stuff like that. Know what Urbex means, the urban exploring. You go into abandoned buildings, just kind of look at all the old stuff. Maybe. I know they've had like a few haunted ones, but most of them are just like they explore through like abandoned buildings and stuff like that. I'm weird, so I'm into like dark things.
That's okay. I'm literally into basically hauntings and whatnot. Like
Yes.
top 5s and chills. Yeah.
I love chills. Or like yeah, like you said, top 5s or like Danger Dolan or like.
I have not seen Danger Dolan in a while.
I'm not sure if he still goes by Danger Dolan anymore, to be honest with you. But that was one of the YouTubers that they made me watch. A lot of the like close relation chills, to be honest, like stuff videos like that.
So those are your 3 favorites?
Yeah, would be chills, Danger Dolan, and it's going with Josh. Yeah.
There we go. And what about you, man?
I'd have to say, like, for like YouTube, like broadcasters themselves, I don't really watch a lot of. I watch your channel. I watch
Oh, I can't.
I watch the
favorite.
Jumper
Come
channel
on.
too, and a lot of the old, all the pests will know what I'm talking about. The old Opie and Anthony show. It used to be on Sirius XM satellite radio. And they still put clips on the internet, and they're hilarious to listen to on the way to work sometimes.
Yes.
And Dad, that's a tricky question because YouTube is such a big platform. You know, there's so many people that's like doing their thing, doing good at it. Like I like you mentioned, the exploring, and I'm more into like, I'm sure my buddy Donnie Poe's probably watching. Shout out to Donnie Poe. He's into like Fail Army.
Oh, I've seen that all over Facebook.
And like, I like skateboarding videos. Me and Baker will watch skateboarding videos.
Lizzie Armano actually is one of my favorite female skateboarders.
Yes.
To be honest, she's really dope. I like her. I love her. She's badass.
But yeah, absolutely, it's just been more of streaming stuff from YouTube. All the stuff that was on the radio that was good, like talk radio. I'm a big talk radio fan. So it would be like going back and them still being on the radio from driving in somewhere. Which is alright. It's good for the aesthetic vibe of driving somewhere, you know. So.
Oh, that's good. So what is your 3 disliked YouTubers? I doubt they will ever watch this video. Probably in the next 5 years they'll see it.
I was gonna say, I'm not. It's okay.
That's a good question. I don't really watch people that dislike. So,
like the people that get underneath your skin, and it's like, why would you want to do this? You know, those kind of people.
I guess my Viner, like meme, whatever, would be Catching Outside. I know she don't even make no music.
Oh my
She makes
goodness.
music and stuff, man, but she's one of the most irritating, man. I swear to God.
And you know,
when you do whatever you can do my whole career, I'm just saying, you still annoying. Just saying, you're not gonna change it. You're still annoying.
believe it or not, that girl got famous off of Dr. Phil. Literally. It just took her one.
She said, "Catch me outside." How about that? And she got so famous.
And she blew up to 1.5 million subscribers.
I think that's
said that on Dr. Phil. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but I grew up without parents, so that's like kind of a little bit thing. But my grandparents, man, they would beat my ass, man. dude. If I would have acted anything like that girl, boy.
I know I would not have respect if I ever acted like that out in public. Like, just for me being a guy, it's like, man, he's a total bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't exist if that was my mother.
Exactly.
I think the public kind of clawed onto it too much too.
It did.
They're like, oh, look at this outrageous teenager. That
I feel like it
hell out of
wasn't
her
really the
parents.
public. I feel like it was more of like, well, yeah, the public, but there's like you get the public and you get the people that follow the public. You get the people that do everything that is trending right now. You know what I mean? That loves to copycat, and it's so annoying. I hate it.
Wow. So is there 2 more?
No.
Alright, we'll pass it down to Skylar.
I think I have 2. One would be Progress because, or whatever the hell they are, I don't know. They made a video about Bexy, rapper Bexy. You might not know him, he's from the UK. Made a video about how, why this rapper is trash and da-da-da. It's like, yeah, but that's your personal opinion.
Exactly.
Making that personal opinion, like stating it like, I'm just going to get this many people to believe the same thing I believe, is
Kinda
just
like-
ignorant to me.
It's kind of like food critics, man. Like,
It's cheap mentality.
Like,
man.
yeah, like food critics are like, this doesn't have enough
Some of
spice
the rolls
in it.
look
I'm
so
like,
good.
really? Because I bet if I tried that right now, that'd be bomb to me.
That
I'm
butter,
sorry.
dog.
No complaints at all.
But no, I disagreed with a lot of his points in this video, and I might have gotten in the comments half buzzed one night and said, personal opinion doesn't make it fact, and I hope your channel gets AIDS and yada
Oh,
yada.
yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, his channel's obviously not gonna go through that. And
Well then.
we never wish that upon anyone else's channel. You just
But his.
I'm sorry.
I don't even watch his, but hey.
I've never heard of the guy.
His name's you can go look him up. I'm not promising you'll be entertained by any means. But
He did say he's not promising you will not be entertained. I'm telling you this right now. You will not be entertained.
I think too, he's real famous, but DJ Academics' voice gets on my nerves sometimes. Like, I'll see a headline that looks cool and click on it on YouTube. Not even look at like who's posting it. Sometimes you see a headline like, let me just watch that, and it's like, your boy, just like, what? Hold up, restart. Like, every video, and I mean, it's your thing. You better follow me from it. Save my eardrums, please.
And it's like if you
I ruin them enough with my music. Save it, please.
And if you ever like make your grandparents watch it, please don't. It's like an immediate.
That's like, you know what it reminds me of? Them videos, them
even
pop-up
smoke.
horror videos. You guys remember them pop-up horror videos of like people ride the bike and stuff, and they'll go through a mountain, and then they get farther away.
Yeah.
And then bah, like something just pops up. That's what I get. That's the vibe I get whenever it's just like.
You might accidentally punch your laptop or through your computer screen, whatever.
Everyone
just-
knows what I'm
just,
talking about.
It sounds just like a car horn when you do that.
Yeah. I want my car horn to say that, please. Academics, if you ever see this, I want my car horn to say, it's your boy DJ Academics. I want that horn.
Catch my attention real quick. I'd be like, okay.
Just the pitch, just throwing
Jerk
it.
the wheel a little bit.
Somebody would
Swerve.
pull over and get on their YouTube app and see like this live stream. Guaranteed.
And that's all the YouTubers you have?
Yeah, I think I listen to a lot of music and a lot of like.
Yeah,
talk
we're
radio,
more of
so.
like into music. We're not really into like YouTubers.
But I do respect the whole thing because like
You
anything
respect
like
the community.
it's almost like us on SoundCloud, you know.
Mm-hmm.
People have their thing that they do on their platform, and hopefully it grows and branches out, and you know it's all fine. That's how it works, you know. It's just people do their thing. You know?
Yeah. But
I just car crashed super hard on that. Any pets knows what I'm talking about.
He said.
No, we need that soundboard.
Oh no! What can I do? A fast speeding car?
Yeah,
It's right there.
You gotta get the brakes in there.
If I can just somehow do that, I don't know. I have to look that into. But my 3 most liked favorite YouTubers would have to be Markiplier,
Oh, I forgot him.
See?
Markiplier, you're amazing. I watch you all the time. Your horror videos are fucking fantastic.
My buddy Brennan Rogers is your biggest fan.
I actually watched him when he began doing like skits and Amnesia.
Yeah, I watched him when he was doing skits and Amnesia. I remember watching him when he was doing that. What is that game called? It was Slenderman. I remember the Slenderman videos. There was one where this little girl was in an insane. She was in an insane asylum, and she would take these pills.
Was it Asylum 666?
No, it wasn't. No, I know that. I know what you're talking about, but it's not that one though. It's named after a little girl. Yeah, you're playing the little girl. It might be Emily. Maybe Emily. Sounds. Maybe. I don't know. We're messing it up, dude. So go ahead.
We're messing up the whole collage of videos you have. Yeah. Mind that noise. My cat likes to knock things down.
Cats do cat things.
Yes.
That was her question, but.
Yeah. Even 3 a.m. they act like crackheads.
Oh, I know that also.
Okay, so but the second favorite, and sadly he's like the king of YouTube, even though I put him at second, is PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I would put him. I can understand that. I would understand that. Number one would be Markiplier. If I like going from your clip, I guess. Number one would be Markiplier. PewDiePie would be second. Mainly because I really don't watch that much PewDiePie, but like he is good though.
Like lately he's been doing Dr. Phil videos, like
and being that said, I do take back what I said about academics because I know why. Like he'll do the whole shit, like his little voice. It's catchy and people know what it is and they come back for it.
Yes, they do.
Now I know other people like
apologies.
I like
exactly.
I feel like what catches me from Markiplier is the way he acts though.
He's
like,
more.
He's so into it and he's like it's like. It's like I'm actually in the game, and the way like his commentary on it is so.
Let's go again. I forgot.
Hello everybody, it's Markiplier. Welcome to Let's Play
Amnesia.
He's got it down to a science.
There you go.
He's got the impersonation. It's awesome.
But also my third, and I want to throw this in as the fourth as well because I never knew vlogging channels until what 2014, 2015. I'm pretty sure you guys know about the Angry Grandpa Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How he became famous was for one thing and one thing only. Don't give him your PS4 or your Xbox 360. He will break it.
I'll have to lock mine up.
I swear. I don't even play much video games, but hey.
Honestly, he's actually got a video game release, I believe, earlier. It's like a phone app or like an app. He's been basically a video game character in an app. I'll have to look that up more into it, but he has been my favorite to like. I don't know. I watch his stuff. It was better than no offense, Jesse, McJuggernuggets, whatever. But it's just like he was the original, the OP. Out of the whole group, and I can continue watching his videos. I can even continue re-watching his videos.
I'm like that. I can relate with Markiplier. For sure.
That too, Markiplier as well. Nice going.
I hope that's shattered.
It didn't though.
Is that okay? Is it cracked?
You want to see how cracked it is? It's just the same.
It's on crack.
I thought it was like
crack.
I didn't say it was perfect, Skylar. Shut up.
But no, I'm always, if Michael ever does sees this, I'm actually a youngin' at heart. Thanks to him, he actually showed me AGP. And, it was kind of sad that he died in 2017. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And no family member should be going through that, like at all. And then,
it sucks that someone else died in 2017. And I just have to say this right now. Lil Peep, man.
Lil Peep,
Lil
yeah.
Peep, that is my fucking top favorite artist. And I'm a diehard Peep fan.
Believe it or not,
straight up say it.
I've listened to his songs because, and I might as well give him a shout out. Let Tyler, you know where he is. He basically keeps sharing memes about Little Peep and whatnot, and he made me listen to one song or two.
Which two did you listen to?
Yeah,
I honestly forgot.
Like, I mean, like, how deep into it are you? Because, like, if you go to
if you
They'll debate you all day.
I was halfway with it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be
So,
honest
Natalie,
with you.
You can't go halfway
I'm
with
a-
Lil Peep. It's
I'm
all
so
or
much of a
nothing.
diehard Lil Peep fan that
I've never followed up on his songs until Tyler showed me. I mean, honestly, the way he sings and does his career, it's more respectful. And he
So
did have
amazing.
he had a long road of career. And that's great. It's horrible for somebody who's been so successful to end up on the short bucket of the list.
Just slip off the road.
Especially like when I got word that he died, man. That was like
You know,
tough.
and
I've lost some people. I've lost a lot of family members, man, and a lot of just people and that out of us. Like, and I don't even know him personally. You know what I mean? But the
Well,
fact
his
that
music, you feel
his
like
music,
you
yeah.
in some type of way.
it's like exactly.
And I will not say this. I was never a diehard fan, but I understood his fans and where he came from.
You know, I got actually the cover of Another Cup, one of his singles that he did with Drippin' So Pretty. I actually got that tattooed on my hand right here. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but bam, that angel right there.
And I'm pretty sure we'll be taking pictures of that.
Yeah.
I don't think they can be like. I don't think they can actually see what this ring is. Like,
Pretty sure. Just maybe the thumbnail.
yeah, like his hand.
Like y'all see that guys, like holding on special stuff.
But, continuing on to that, there was this fourth YouTuber that kind of branched out from AGP. I mean, people nowadays, they're trolls. They will do anything they want just to try to comment and bring you down. But Michael has actually had a good career with YouTube, you know? And it wasn't just because he was banking off his father. No. He was actually part of his life, you know? Vice versa. That's what he got him so far, and he's actually true with his fans, you know? And I kind of respect that as a vlogger, as a YouTuber. You know, you do not lie to your fans. You don't honestly be disrespectful with them. You know, if you
100%.
truly are honest with what you do passionately, I don't think there should be a lie.
Exactly.
Really.
That's right.
But honestly, I can name off the top one person I dislike off YouTube. No, three. I'm sorry. I don't know how you guys are like. Feel about the Paul brothers.
I don't think
Paul
I've heard
Brothers.
of
I
them.
don't think I've heard of them either.
Good. Throw it out.
He's like, just don't listen to him at all.
Like, I'm not suggesting to others, like, if you are a diehard fan, sorry, that's just how I feel, it's my opinion. But it's like, I could not handle how you would put a dead body and then nervously laugh about it on a video.
Yeah.
And he literally went to Japan Suicide Forest and filmed a dead body and blurred it out. But still, it was on film. You shouldn't do that.
Do you think that was for the clout, kind of?
I
Like, you walk into
feel
a
like
place called Suicide Forest, and, like, what else are you gonna find?
You're talking to someone that's like into dark stuff. So I mean, I guess like if I were obviously it's got its name for a reason. Suicide Forest, Horror Forest. I've actually looked up the history of that forest and everything. It's got its name because so many people over the years have committed suicide there. There's even notes that are on the trails and stuff. Don't even venture off the trails because it's like, I don't know, it's like forest moves. So not really, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you can get lost pretty easily. It's a dense ass forest. But to pose a dead body online, I mean,
Why would you do that?
I mean, I've seen a lot of messed up stuff, man. I mean, I guess you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as it's a brutally honest truth, or you can look at it as someone just being really sadistic and messed up.
And I don't think he was aiming for that. I think he just came into the wrong part of the woods.
Yeah.
But what he could have done was
Could have
okay,
blurred it out,
skipped it.
pixelated it out.
No.
or something.
He blurred it, but
Oh.
he should have just completely took out that scene and skipped to the next thing.
Yeah, just not even
done
throw that
just
in
edit
there.
the video,
Still.
period, yeah.
And with the same as his brother, I don't know. I could never mutually relate to what he does. You know, it's the whole Team 10 aspect just kind of throws me off. It's like, dude, you set vehicles on fire, you vandalize your neighbors. It's like, what kind of YouTuber does that?
We were doing,
Okay.
Hold it.
No, we'll talk about that later. You know?
Too soon.
A little too soon. But there's this one more person that I cannot handle. And he has been brought up in a lot of Leafy videos. I don't know if you guys watched Leafy is here.
I'm not sure.
Not yet. I've seen a few videos of Leafy, but not quite.
Okay.
Much.
Onision. I cannot handle him.
Wow.
I don't know. Like, there was only one skit that I liked, and it was the peanut butter jelly time, you know. And you both can relate to that.
Yeah, it's with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like, the dude now has, like, literally, I guess he's been through sort of a hard time, but understandingly, you know, him screaming in his videos, it's like, nope, can't handle it.
It's like a turn away, like kind of.
Yeah, it's like you're really wanting to throw your viewers off, and it just does not work like that. You know, it threw me off. It's like, not only that, he's also charging a lot of people to view all his content and leaving only a few videos. If you're wanting to do that, go do a Patreon. Do a video early before the day it's released on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Give me $1.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we were talking about YouTubers. I do have to give a special shout out to Child's Play Ninja, to the Juggalo side of the world, because I have a lot of Juggalo fans. Shout out Child's Play Ninja.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Never
No one
heard of
usually
him. Shout
has.
out,
He's
bro.
left me on Reddit for like a few weeks ago, you meanie, but you know,
You meanie.
he's funny.
You meanie.
But guys, we're gonna go on a 5-minute intermission break. 6, 7. Let's do 7 tops. We're gonna leave the live running. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Alright.
We'll be right back, guys. Pause the camera.
Fresh kid living so rejected, little boy I reckon. You don't want no motherfucking static with me section. Popping for the check-in, your bitch on my text list. Got her boyfriend salty, tell him come and give me go flooded for the low bite. You have no hope, get that off and finesse it in every city. Get back, don't hesitate to click clack, pop it like it's tic tac. Nah, you can't catch me silly.
I can't help that this motherfucker is talentless, okay? That's not my problem. I just hate the ones that fucking stink at what they fucking do. You don't fuck with me.
Hold up, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind for a minute. Let me rip it and I'll be just fine. I've been gone from the planet, surviving it through this damage. Just bad luck, it's random, like shut the fuck up and cram it. Nobody listens, but fuck them, they don't love me, I don't love them. In the middle of a circle with a new burner still tucking in my jeans with a tight fit and make your fucking nights quick. And that bitch kick, gotta hold it with a tight grip. Tap down, 30 drinks, I'm hoping I don't pass out. Max out, back out, going super fast now. Land the lane, ramming everybody off the road. You let them know who the fuck's in control, so better tap out. Find a new interesting subject for you to rap about, cause all I hear is cats putting straight fucking trash out. Dump truck late, so I guess they're here to stay. Fuck it, ding ding, square up, little sucker, this the last round. Back goes the weasel, back into the people. Can't use the Uber cause we ride too illegal. This a one episode like fatal sequels. Catch me in the bitch truck, cussing at the seagulls. Run it up, hit the station, I fuck it up. Hit the J, no, I puff it up. I get rough and they buffer up. Do the best cause I'm having fun, making sure their lips pucker up. At expense of my drunken tongue, speaking gibberish, and then some fuck you to the rest of them. Na 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 na
what the world needs now is love.
There you go. Started off right.
Great intro.
You don't have any questions?
I can think of.
Do you want me to take back over?
You don't want me to ask like 3 questions?
Yeah, that's up to you. You can ask any question. Just as long as it's not like, blown out of proportion.
Yeah, like what boxes are you wearing or something?
Yeah, like...
I'd be like, oh, I got these striped ones on.
I can't really answer that question, so like.
Who's your guys' favorite rappers?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. What era?
Old or new?
Old. My favorite old school rapper would be DJ Quick. He's like this old dinosaur now. Completely sorry, bro. I'm surprised that you're not. But nah, man, he's actually really amazing. He's actually one of the reasons why I flow the way I do. Cam Weekend's another one. He's not really old school, but he's a bit older. I was listening to him around the age of 16. He is another one that I was really inspired by, like his flow and stuff like that. And last but not least, my favorite man of all of them is Lil Peep. I'm a diehard Lil Peep fan. I can relate a lot to him. Lots of his music. He inspires me a lot with like my lyrics and what I write about. And he's just an amazing person altogether, man. So, he's bad.
I have to say for myself too, I might have 3. One, if I'm going old school, got to be KRS-One.
Ooh, good one.
Just for everything he's done for the game and stuff. Yeah, one definitely would be KRS-One, and second would have to be Waka Flocka Flame. Because
Oh,
Did he
God,
really-
Twin
did you really
Towers.
say Waka Flocka?
yes, I did.
Ooh.
Because
Alright.
check
Okay.
back in the early 2009 era, that was that's what was
That would
happening.
be about the only era I
That
would
was
bounce to.
when me and you and Chinky were all kicking it. With,
Yeah.
this is like a little bit before Georgia came in the picture. We was just.
And he had a lot of the energetic stuff, like way back in the early days.
For
He
sure.
was just all energetic, and I based a lot of my music from that, from Waka. So shout out to Waka. And maybe I have to say Lucky X from Chicago.
Oh!
Lucky
Dang.
X
That's a
from,
good one too.
Definitely from
That's a nice one. I can relate a lot to Lucky X, man. Straight up shout out to
Free Miko too, because he
Shout out to
put me on.
Free Miko, bro. That's my cousin. Yeah.
So.
Anything else? I mean, come on.
I have a favorite rapper too.
Well, go ahead and speak,
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yes, absolutely.
Fucking yeah.
I'm almost disappointed I didn't throw him in my
So
category.
going back with the Jay-Z, okay, falling back with Jay-Z, another one of my favorite rappers that would be another inspiration for my music would be Big L. He rapped with
Yes.
Jay-Z a lot, actually. He only got to make about, what was it, 2, maybe 3 albums?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3 albums?
2 on
He
Rockefeller
was
for sure.
hard as hell, man. One of the most illest rappers I've ever heard spit in my life, and then he go. I think I only got to go like 2 or 3 albums before he got shot. R.I.P.
Yeah, alright. I think for me too, like back to the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
Magna Carta Holy Grail was one of the best albums I've heard. Like.
Yeah.
And Kanye West Yeezus, I gotta throw this out because Kanye West Yeezus album doesn't get enough love that it
I had a feeling
that
that
it
was going to
deserves.
come up in topic at some point.
It's okay. It's to be
What's
honest,
your favorite?
It's alright compared to
What's your
like,
favorite rapper?
Are you asking me?
Sure.
Oh man. From which era?
It doesn't matter.
Any?
Any, just pick one.
Oh man.
Don't say Pete Castini said it.
You guys already like around great ones. Like why?
Just say Fat Five Freddy.
There you go.
Yep.
Shout out Fat Five Freddy.
So
That's some old school stuff right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
real old school. Like a lot of people that watch this are not gonna know who you're talking
I
about.
don't know. I don't even think they're even gonna know who DJ Quick is or even Big L, to be honest.
So like,
With the Kanye West thing though, I feel like Yeezus is an alright album. I feel like, I mean, I agree with you, it doesn't get as much credit as it deserves, but I'm more focused on with his older shit, like, it's college. Fuck.
College Dropout.
Yeah, it's College Dropout, man. That was actually a really good ass fucking album, man. I missed that. That's like old school stuff to, like, I guess in our era, our generation, that would be considered an old school tape.
It's got a real jazzy feel to it too.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like that's like a flashback of straight middle school, early high school.
like freshman year.
Maybe like 6th grade, 7th grade.
Can I ask something? Like, I'm just curious to know between the two of you, aside from your inspiration and the people that inspired you to do so in your charities and things like that, what is the real reason that drove you to become as musically inclined as you are now?
To love myself.
The real reason, yeah, to basically, I guess, to love myself, even though I don't really care for myself still. Nah, to basically shit on my, in all honesty, man, to basically shit on my dad. You can bleep that out. Sorry for the cussing, but
It's okay. Anything that goes to YouTube is just.
So basically, just talk trash on my dad. He always told me, like, almost all the time, man, you ain't gonna be this, you're not gonna be that. You have no.
So you feel you gotta prove otherwise.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta prove otherwise. But other than that, I mean, other than making music, I mean, it's just a way. It's like a diary for me, to be honest with you. So it's like like I said earlier in the video, like a purging. It's just the way they all get stressed out.
Especially for me, for myself, I
Yeah.
think it's more of a...
It's like a coping mechanism.
Exactly, I think
Yeah.
it's more of a removing a dark cloud above your
Exactly.
head. Of
Kind of
just,
have that hole that you need to be filled.
I mean, I relate. There's a void inside myself that needs to be filled with something, so, you know, I get it. Skylar?
Hello?
It's like when you brought back the whole Breaking Benjamin Diary of what's your nickname?
Diary?
A diary of...
Wow.
Yeah.
He really...
Tino?
Oh, he really went there with that whole Diary of Tino thing. Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
Breaking Benjamin style, too, for that matter. Like, okay.
I might make a whole album and just call it that.
There you go.
So yeah, the weather outside.
It's
Let the
so-
sun shine.
It's
let
so
it
good.
I love
It's
the
actually
shine.
it's so gloomy. It's beautiful. I love cloudy days.
See,
Now
I love cloudy days if it was warmer.
Right? That's what we
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
See, but as cold as it is outside right now, I don't like it. But the way that it looks
There's like a whole 4 to 1
outside
right
is,
here,
I
right
like
now.
it. I kind of enjoy that whole melancholy view type things that I don't know. Just
You are literally just
Weird.
the person walking
It's
around
weird.
with
I don't like
the
the
fire
rain.
over your head. Like, that is you.
I don't like the rain.
yeah, exactly. It's just
Rain
like-
gets in my way, I don't like it.
Believe it or not, I like it when it rains when it's warm. It's just the cold stuff. It just bothers me.
I don't
I
like
mean,
it when it rains only because I don't like getting wet. Like, I like, very seldom I'll stand out in the rain because it's like I'm in the mood for it, but other than that, I just don't like getting wet.
I was gonna say, I love to swim, but
Yeah, I don't even like this one really.
not rain.
Thunderstorms would be ideal. Like, I love thunderstorms. I don't care if there's going to be weather without lightning.
Here goes Tyler. Passing
Hi,
through the room.
Tyler.
But is there anything else that you feel like you need to touch subject with?
Not that I can think of.
I mean, this is all on you for right now. I mean, unless you want to like tap out and get out. So. Okay.
Yeah.
So as we're switching, I know me and Ryan are like two heavy guys.
It's
So
okay.
we're basically like fat asses over here.
That's me in life. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That's totally me. So
fat too.
No.
Yeah, sure, let's go right now.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Dairy Queen?
Somewhere.
McDonald's?
Hey, man, like, I can show
I
you
went to
where
go
they
to
like,
Dairy
I'm
Queen
not
earlier
Dairy
and
Queen.
it was straight packed. So.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
No,
Dude, hey, I do have to say this from everybody, and Christopher who watches this. Dairy Queen figure out a new driveway scheme because it's way too dangerous.
McDonald's has 2 of them. What's
They're
How
leaving
come
right
you
on
only
Main
got
Street,
one?
blocking
Oh,
traffic.
Dairy
goodness.
Queen.
Dairy
Your
I
prices
just
are
want
Gross,
to
actually
guys. Like,
let's
don't
not
wait.
attack companies. Let's just. It's a suggestion. It's a suggestion.
It's a suggestion.
Dairy
I
Queen.
love
I
Dairy
can afford
Queen.
to charge us like almost $10 for a burger, but
Exactly.
I ain't
You still pay it though.
I know.
Their food is still good. Their food is still good. It's still
Their
great.
food is so good.
But
You know?
Christopher Dairy Queen, please. I don't want to get on a head on trying to get my chicken.
Just get your shit
okay?
together. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, get your S word together.
Though personally, I could go for like, as I was gonna say, you know, if me and him got into it, it's like, you want to go? Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go? I personally feel like Chinese.
Yes.
Same. So crab rangoon,
I am
some
totally
chow
down.
mein.
For real.
Some General So, like.
Like, you're all asking where we want to go, like Chinese.
General
What's
Tso
up?
sounds good. You're making me hungry.
Dude, if I had like the whole money scheme, I'd be like, okay, who would be the local one
I'm
that
down to
would
order some
be
Chinese. I'll just straight up order
Yeah,
some Chinese
just
food right
in
now.
the middle of it, you know? Maybe when you guys come back for round 2, like later on in the
Yeah,
year,
absolutely.
you know?
No, I'm
Next
definitely down to
podcast.
do round
Yeah,
Hey,
man,
like,
I'll
we can totally
definitely
do a
do
podcast
that.
with some Chinese food. What's up?
We
Yeah.
should. Just straight munching on some
Chill
Well,
and eat.
We'll
like,
call-
we just like
we'll
out
call
of
it the
nowhere
cat
pull out
episode.
like crab rangoon.
What would it be? Chill and eat or something like that?
Chill and eat.
Chili, yeah, why not?
Chill and
Yeah,
eat.
why not? Chill and eat.
Show me.
Yeah.
But it's gotta be chillin', eat. Like chillin', like the word chillin'.
And then dash.
So stay tuned,
Dash.
people. Can we cuss for that? Because it'd be funnier. We can't, can we?
Can on.
Can't.
You
Alright.
can on here, but you can't on.
Well, we're still funny without cuss words, kids.
Yes, we are. We're
I'd be
Um,
quite hilarious if you're asking.
Believe it or not, the whole reason why people get away with that is because they're not
Oh,
heavily, and I'm not
Oh no.
saying any names, but they're heavily influenced with other companies who let them get away with it.
Right. I always wondered that too because me and him have no distribution, no signing, no whatever. We just upload our music videos to YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of them could be graphic, you know, with few stuff in there. You can look them up if you want to know, but some of them could be like over the edge, you know. And I'm just wondering, where does the standpoint continue to when they start canceling out Leaders Entertainment videos?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Getting on
because we used to get
restrictions.
blocked on all. So when we got banned from Facebook,
Facebook
YouTube, I think
jail.
we've been
Oh,
banned.
Let me interrupt here too. To those watching that don't know me and Tristan's little category, we used to do a show called the Chatter World Show. That show didn't go nowhere.
It did not. But it
At
was
all.
fun. It was fun.
You tried. It's the thought that matters, guys.
It was an effort that worked. But
Yeah, and to be
that
honest-
out of all things was what I was worried about getting flagged, and because
Yeah, for sure.
we had like crazy stuff going on.
Because, I
on the
mean,
show.
we try to be as immature and
It was a
basically
role.
as spontaneous and
It really was a role.
As
It was really
possible.
like be shock jocks.
Like,
Yeah,
it's not really who
exactly.
you are, but you know, it's for entertainment reasons.
Yeah.
exactly, for sure.
Like there's many people out there, and I know there's many different groups who would see somebody just cuss in their videos, and that's how they want to be famous. And I've seen plenty of people
Yeah.
who are like, "Don't subscribe to my channel if you just enjoy me cussing all the time." It's
Yeah.
like, and there'd be some people who just enjoy.
YouTube bloggers, man.
That's why I'm kind of paranoid because my channel, I got some very like vulgar lyrics.
You do.
Well, that's both of us. I mean, both of us have some pretty vulgar lyrics, but
But it's on an album. It's going on
Yeah.
SoundCloud. It's being produced. It's not. You're not.
You're
We're
not getting
unlicensed
flagged.
though. We're not licensed. To anything.
I mean, I feel like
I mean, aside from the
everybody
fact of not being licensed.
I mean, if people don't have a problem, if people have a problem with our music, to be honest,
Don't listen to it.
then yeah, then you don't have to listen to it. we're like I said, we're not.
There's also other tastes.
We're not really, yeah. I mean, we're not in it just to get your attention. We're in it, like I said, just for us. It's a thing that we do. It's a thing that we love doing.
Exactly. And like I said earlier about the heart work thing, I made all that music for, just... It was the time I was going through, and I had the heart work concept for a while now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been sitting on the name.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pause you both for a second. It brought me to my attention. I know there's Facebook Live running, but currently at the end of our video we will be doing a Q&A with our audience that is still active. Or if you want to leave a comment or question behind, you'll see your question being answered the next day on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
just stick around. If you can't, just throw your question out there. We will resolve those questions over time. But continuing to where we were going, I'm sorry, continue.
It's okay. I was just, let's come back to where we left off at. It was for heart work. My whole, concept for it is just get every raw, inappropriate, dirty emotion out of my body.
Okay, can I ask a question real quick between the two of you, both of you?
Sure.
Your music's based on your emotion, right? At that point in time. So let's say, aside from Heart Work and Wake, any other singles and or albums you have produced or mixtapes? Are you just rolling through the emotions there to the critical point in life that you're at? Or is it just overall in general?
Well, I guess for my part, mainly it'd be I'm going through emotions that I'm feeling at that time, but I'm also going through emotions that I felt for a long time.
So you're not basing the whole album on one emotion? It's
no,
just
I'm basing it's for my lyrics, it's basically off of many, or I will rap about one specific emotion or one specific thing that I'm targeting.
Right.
If other songs calls for other emotions, then obviously you write about that. But the song "Danger" on the Heart Work album we did was me more of how I felt about myself, how I looked at myself in a way. So I feel like that was more of a personal song, not really much more of a getting at anybody. It was kind of more of a this is how I feel about myself.
And to add on to your thing, I think with the Danger song, my lyrics was going more towards like people who bullied us. There's a line I said, still get no respect, probably because they jealous of the fact that we the ones up next. Fuck.
Well, I mean, everybody wants to.
So
everyone
who doubted us, I'm not gonna interrupt my flow because somebody I have a flashback. Oh, you can't do this or nothing you know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna keep straight pushing.
So you don't allow the
and people jealous of the fact that they aren't the ones that can have individuality and originality and stuff.
It was my side. Well, my verse was more of more of attacking myself, especially with this a big thing with addiction, and a big thing with self-loathing, depression in general. Was just basically what I was getting at, and actually it kind of has a lot to do with us getting bullied in high school too. I mean, it's something that falls with it, I guess.
It's a story to tell.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. If all of our music is really a story to tell, and to really understand us or our music in general, you kind of have to hear more than one song. You can't just go based off of one song, because that song we could be talking about anything at that point in time.
Well, and that's why I asked, because I wanted to define that it's not based on just one thing, like your album and your music.
We went through that too. We went through that for a little bit because remember me and him did that Run song, that Run It Up. Those of you.
Right, I've heard a lot of your guys' music. I subscribe to your YouTube channel. So
everybody would be like, okay, this is their good song, and that's it. That's their good song.
That's how it was. That's basically
what they said.
They said, wow, this is their one good song that they did. That's how Run was for us. It was
and then F and Wake comes out, and then it's three. So we did 3 songs on that record. Didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Because Heart Work only features just me and him on one song.
Yeah, and that had a lot to do with the whole distance thing.
Let's just almost wrap it up in a nutshell. I think my concept for Heart Work was take all this aggravation and stress and just self-hate.
Yeah, exactly.
And just self-drive it in.
That's really
what I did. Make something pure and exclusive. I'm not posting this record on Spotify. There's rumors it was going to be on YouTube. I'm not even putting it on YouTube. It's just straight Which maybe I might be effing up doing that, but...
I mean, if you guys could, like, you could do a uncensored version later on in life, and if you guys get so much popular, I mean, with YouTube, you are pandering to everybody without the age restriction, without the whole limiting yourself,
Wouldn't it be kind of like the same as starting from like Rap Basement though? Because Rap Basement doesn't have the age restriction on it either.
Some of them do, some of them don't, but it depends on people who flag your videos. As I said, you get 2 or more, but if you say you get 6.5 million subscribers, your age restriction, you label that, you'd probably get about maybe 200, 300,000 revenue from just, not revenue, but views based on age restriction. Now, if it was pandering towards anybody else, you'd be looking at millions.
Yeah, if it was directed towards somebody that's,
Yeah, because, you know, YouTube doesn't want to, like, throw out people who want to have age restriction. It's like, you guys, you're not going to make me much of a view profit for other companies and businesses if you're
So are
going to
you
age
looking
restrict.
more towards like them going onto YouTube as like, as if, oh, I just recently watched this video and I cannot even remember who it was, but I know that it was 6ix9ine and somebody else called out somebody. Who was it?
6ix9ine and I know 6ix9ine and
Trippie Redd.
Trippie Redd called out each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I don't want
that's
to
the one that
interrupt
we'll talk
anything
about.
either, but can I take a leak anyway?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that fool didn't tell me where the bathroom was after he took his precious
Bathroom
leak.
is
My
right
bad.
there.
Alright, sorry folks, man.
I mean, if they were to traumatize themselves a little bit more, such as in that category, then yeah, maybe they get more viewers or subscribers in the same manner. But
I know, I kind of figured, I was like, I'm so happy there's not nothing that can. Like such a...
But no, just going back on the basis, you know, you would have YouTube only panders because it's based on their algorithm, and yeah, they do have people working behind because I guess they have the way, like, you wouldn't even tell because the audio picks up on lines. Yeah, and through their database and through the videos, it'll be like F-bomb, S-bomb, you know, all those things, and they can easily be like, yeah, no, this person needs to be age restricted.
But you've seen the videos uploaded onto YouTube, though.
Yeah, I have.
Like.
And as I said, I'm going to go right back to it because they will only care if they're getting something out of it.
That is not how I think YouTube should work.
Well,
it's Google.
None of it should
Google.
work that way.
A lot of companies
You
work like
pander
that.
and filter through the ones that you want to, or you think is okay to upload.
And I'm not targeting anybody at Google or YouTube, but it's just how it is, you know? And then people are complaining like, well, he can do it, what about me? And it's like, what about you?
Exactly.
It's like they can look at me and Ryan right now and be like, no.
No way. This is not happening. Delete.
Delete. Yeah, come on back. It's like, overboard!
It's like totally not happening right now.
And they don't want to deal with another apocalypse, which I'm going to be covering basically second to third towards the end of the video, like where you guys are going to be in 5-10 years. If you guys want to like produce your music onto YouTube,
We're looking to it. We're trying to get more exclusive things running through YouTube.
and if you want to post a censored version or an uncensored version, and you're not sure that you're going to get flagged, just go ahead and do the age restriction on the uncensored just to be safe. But if you're being pandered more to everybody as like more than 70% of the recommended videos on YouTube, because that way they'll look at you and be like, we don't care. I mean, look how many times Logan Paul has gotten away by showing a dead body. And his apology video got 50 million views.
And he's still doing videos, isn't he?
I'm still questioning that right now.
And he did not get demonetized for the apology view. Well, he did get demonetized for the Japan thing. But his apology video brought in 10 times more views than the Japan one.
Dang.
So he basically made $1 million in his pocket.
Right.
That's
How does an apology video have more views than the video itself that caused the apology video anyway?
Like, he was the guy that basically caused small YouTubers, and you guys can look this up from your own home. There's an article explaining that due to how many views that have been broken through the system, small YouTubers such as me and Ryan, you know, if we were to start ad revenue now, sure we'd make like $2 or $3, maybe 20 at least, but you have to now have 10,000 or 10,000 watch minutes. No, it's 40,000 watch minutes, and then you have to have 1,000 subscribers to be on ad revenue or
Really?
AdSense. Yes. Like many other small YouTubers, like I can probably think of the one that, like, okay, there was a comment saying the other day where she she was like doing toy reviews, and she had don't get me wrong, a large following because I guess toy reviews are so like famous, but she didn't have that much subscribers. She had like over 1 million, maybe 2 million views, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
But by the end of the month, she made about $1,500. Literally.
Revenue.
Revenue, man, seriously.
And it's like, they didn't even know that she was getting this. Like, it must have been, like, in the system, like, you know, to where, holy cow, I am making this much, and now I am suffering because of these. And it's no respect towards the Paul brothers. Please don't take this illiterates, but it's just the small things when you suffer for a small community of YouTube and they want to aspire and do bigger things and make a whole career out of it. Like, you know, you guys are fine. You guys, you know where you're going in life. But me and Ryan, you know, and many other small YouTubers, we're looking towards, you know, a brighter and better future for YouTube. Even though we have to, like, panhandle towards other people's, like, pandering towards other people's expectations. That's what makes us drive for motivation. Yeah. Even though what we do what we like, you know. Yeah. And we don't expect to be like, oh, I'm such a greedy motherfucker, you know?
I mean,
we're not going to be like that. I feel like if we do and we end up getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's like, I'm not going to settle for a big estate. It's like, I think I'll just go with a pool house and, you know, make it kind of like my own home.
Speaking of greedy, I want to use up a lot of the summertime to make that album that we were talking about.
Yeah, there's a new T-Lo record in the process right now being recorded.
And it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be amazing, outstanding, fantastic.
drop it already.
I promise you, you will not be
disappointed.
That's what I'm looking for.
So we're coming close to the end of the interview. We're going to hit up some, like, 2, maybe 3 more questions. And that is with, how did Heartwork start? Like, I know you guys had tough times trying to get this whole album done, but what songs have just, like, driven you through the nail through the head, to be like, hey, this should be this title, this should be that title? I mean...
Well, I think,
I was more as much as far as the labeling, like the title of the songs and stuff goes, he labeled most of the songs. He gave most of the songs the title.
And I know this is your album.
Yeah. It's mostly his album because of the distance thing. Like I love being on his albums because it's badass. Like it's not too much, but you get like a little bit of future, and everybody gets a little bit of insight on who the artist.
I think I know what you mean.
Is that how it's gonna work with your album though? Like you're gonna feature him, the same as he does you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would hope so because like.
Most likely.
Absolutely.
I don't want it to be like a one-way street thing.
No.
No, this ain't that.
Because there's no distance
like,
between the two of you two now.
Actually,
Heartwork.
that would be on the T-Lo. That would be on the T-Lo album. Some songs, like I mentioned earlier in the video, that I have singles that are not shown yet, that nobody knows about yet. They will be on that album.
And I'm actually right now working on things that Danger from Heartwork can get released onto.
Exactly.
Too.
Yes,
So,
that's true.
you'll find some in their records as well. I think for me, it's kind of a tough project to talk about for me.
It really is.
Because Heartwork started, like the whole concept of it started years ago. like when I was doing this alias with this other music name called Cinco Woodstock.
Oh.
A masked character who is just utterly insane, like anything, like a superhero, but a supervillain at the same time.
That's actually around
a
the time.
supervillain with superhero capabilities.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's like around the time when I started really getting into the music as a person myself. It was around the time when he had this Cinco Woodstock alias, man.
Yeah, because around the time in high school, everybody clowned us.
It really was.
Like everybody just had no faith. We were trying to pass out EPs to people in high school.
Yeah,
smash
them.
We try to fight them later on.
Yeah, and they would snatch them right in front of us, man.
And we just go and punch them in the face.
Yeah, and, like we've been in.
That's the whole like reason the whole
CDs
like to the face.
Like nobody wants to give any credit.
Well, yeah, kind of. Because I had one chuck me in the nose. I had this one kid that chucked the CD and it hit me in the nose and it clipped.
And then
after
so me and Jordan, all three of us.
Excuse me, I went and tackled him down the stairs.
It was all bad. I've even had when Quack, I'm not gonna say his real name, but when Quack threw a stick. He threw like kept throwing like these sticks at us, man. All because apparently we sucked, and we ended up bum rushing him and stuff like that. A lot of stuff goes into the album hard work.
Should I even open up what happened to the talent school show and the little dancer kid that's like my drum solo spot?
I forgot.
He was good.
He was good. He was straight fire. Look, okay, this dude can literally do the moonwalk like it was nothing, and this dude was
I can't tell you, bro.
It ain't that hard of a dance move, but then to us, I mean, when we're in 6th grade, 7th grade, we're like, oh my god, he can do the moonwalk, like that's amazing. Blew our minds and stuff, and he ended up winning the talent show. He got 2nd place. It was so good.
I got salty about it because I went up there full drum set.
Yeah, straight.
Full I had a effing tech crew with me.
Yeah.
I had people that would set the drums up. I only show up, play, walk out the back door of the school, and then they break it down. It was like a whole rock star show.
So
for an effing talent show.
And then after that, this dude with a hat starts dancing and wins. What? Like what?
But it's school things.
It wasn't bad though. It really wasn't
to
bad.
everybody watching this, that's in school, rapping, trying to make something of yourselves in school.
Stop, no, I'm just kidding. I'm completely joking.
Oh.
Wow, you just stop. Kill your dream now, kid.
No, please don't.
Please don't stop. Don't even listen to me. I'm just clapping.
Just don't compete against people who do the evolution of dance moves. Don't.
Though we did have one kid that actually could do it.
They probably beat me too.
No, I was going back to Odioker. He's actually a pretty good singer. He's also a pretty good dancer too,
Oh man.
But I don't know where he is. I don't know where he's about. So, where?
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, okay. He lives in Minnesota now. So.
Minnesota.
Did you Google that?
There's actually
he's friends with RJ.
Oh really?
It's probably off the side.
Ryan's on the connect with looking stuff up on.
So that was the motivation. There's actually a band. There's actually a band from Carbondale, years ago that made it. They were pretty successful. They were called Fox Tower Showdown, man. They don't have any of the legit music on YouTube. You have to go on Spotify or SoundCloud.
Another band I was old school that I'm upset never
I
never made it major.
I remember my brother taking me to concerts that they would do basements and stuff like that, man. It was
underground.
Like they used to do at the cesspool.
Yeah, exactly. So it was awesome, and so I feel like if they can make it from Carbondale, man, I mean, for sure.
I mean, if people can literally make it out of Jackson County, you guys will be fine.
Especially a band make it from Carbondale too.
A band, yeah, for real.
I've seen rappers make it out of Carbondale. Shout out to Sean Bennett and Cortland Jabray. All the other people holding 618 down. I've seen a lot of good people head out of Carbondale and just go to LA.
Yeah, but what do you got to say to
That's
those
beautiful.
that
I love that
struggle
stuff.
with their
What do I have to say?
inspiration?
Keep pushing, man. Don't give up.
Because I personally know a lot of people in Jackson
Push your
County
head
that
through a brick wall
are
like a
struggling.
needle.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
My only
or
my
even
only
be like
thing.
the Kool-Aid Man, dude. Just keep going through the.
Oh yeah!
You gotta have that motivation. You
Just
gotta
do
have that. Yeah, just do it. You gotta have
look,
that self-will.
now,
You gotta have.
Do it! Make your dreams come true!
Effing do it! You can do it!
You can do it.
No, I think just stick to your guns.
Yeah.
Stick to what you believe in.
Don't
Ever underestimate yourself to somebody who's higher than you.
Do not stoop to their level because you are
everyone
better.
finds their own way.
Yes, everyone has their own thing of music, their own thing of art in general, their own thing going for them. So just because like maybe music's not working for you, you can always try something else. And if you're really passionate about music, like don't give up. You always have to have that self-will. You can do it. You really can.
Can we agree?
Remember Biggie, the sky is the limit.
Yes.
To agree to disagree about what?
Like, agree to disagree with me. Like, I had this argument back in high school with a kid about music being poetry with a beat behind it. Like, you say to never give up on your inspiration.
That reminds me of somebody on YouTube.
Well, that's what kind of rap
long
is.
hair. He
It's
talked
rap
about
is.
school.
I know who you're talking about, yes.
Yes.
I just can't think of his name.
He actually did a PewDiePie song. Congratulations with him. I don't know what his name is.
But no, like that's literally what rap is. It's rhythm and poetry. I mean, and that dates all the way back to
In some aspects.
Before Tupac, that can date all the way back to like Slick Rick. That can date all the way back to like.
It can even go before Slick Rick's time, like
yeah.
and beyond.
That's what rap is.
So the Sugar Hill Gang.
Poetry.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly. The Sugar Hill Gang.
Prime example.
2 Live Crew, man. Even though they got banned from MTV and a lot of stuff like that, and they still kept going. They still have, they still have songs to this day.
Hey, no lie, you know what old school group I have love for? Public Enemy.
Yes.
Guaranteed, dude. Like,
yes.
Just their whole standpoint.
The Eminem just.
They're just like literally going right past that era.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Public Enemy.
The Eminem
Like,
era.
that was more than the 90s, right?
The Eminem era. Don't get me wrong. Like that's an era I did grow up in, but.
But I mean, what about some?
He was good. Don't get me wrong. He was good.
A lot of people relate.
He's phenomenal. His lyrics are amazing, but he is not the first white rapper.
No, he's
ever
not.
Made
but he feels like he is
that.
legendary, and so.
But he is legendary.
I'm
I
gonna
would
pause you for a second there. I do have to go back to the agree and disagree, the poetry and the rap. There is actually some rappers who put their anger into it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it doesn't even have to be poetry.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
Tupac
it's like their medicine right there.
Yes, that's
Prime
kind of
example. Like
that's
that's
kind of
why I
how
asked
I
it.
am with rap. I have anger issues as it is, so I take a lot of my anger out in my rap songs. So towards people, towards personal issues, just towards life in general. Yeah.
Just like this little Nicky right here.
I'll be trying to disrupt my brother while he's in the interview.
It's X, man. Like, he put a lot of his emotion into his.
If we're doing this, let me see your tea.
Yeah, let me. Hey, Skylar, you're out. I was gonna say I need more tea myself.
Who's out?
Well, we actually ran out of tea.
Shout out to Gold Peak. Shout out to Gold Peak. The best.
Okay, yes.
Sadly, that will be taken out because we can't sponsor any drinks.
Okay, well.
Damn it.
Sponsor tea.
But the one that he just said that you're probably not gonna see, but there is a tea out there.
You can't
literally
sponsor famous drinks.
No.
Shout out to Milo's. No,
Man, it literally peaks my golden. Can you do that?
no. Just start slugging.
Just like, let's get off
No,
this
I
topic.
think to drag us on to something. I think.
I'd like to sponsor this nice cam.
It's called Red Roll. Like. Product placements are sometimes horrible though, because I remember when Hard Work first came out, I was pushing that day T-shirts and coffee mugs and like everything else, like phone cases. That day it came out.
Oh man.
Because I have such a fear of it being irrelevant.
And honestly,
Or today,
I
like,
was thinking-
You got $40 for one of my T-shirts?
yeah.
All right.
Shut up.
alright,
Alright, so we're gonna get to the last question before we get to Q&A.
Alrighty.
And maybe speak about your merch store. how dependent are you both on each other?
I don't think
that. I mean, this. I don't think we're very dependent. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. I don't think we're very dependent.
Drop the T.
Yeah, right. I don't think we're very dependent on each other. Like that dependent on each other as a team. Like
as a team, we can't live without each other.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
I mean,
like that's
when it comes to
still
us
my brother
individually
no
getting
matter
stuff done for the team, it requires we all have this same drive, the same devotion.
Exactly.
So
And
it's
we're all working for
independence,
one.
you're
Yeah,
fine,
and that's kind of
codependency, you're
that's kind of
still
how
reliable.
we motivate
Exactly,
each other.
so-
A way that he has a very weird way of motivating me, especially to get albums done.
I mean, Skylar is weird in
I have
general,
a
so
tendency-
the reason that he does is weird.
We're both weird, man. I mean, we're just weird people. But nah, like one weird way is that it's either you're gonna be on this album or you're not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I have a tendency to procrastinate a lot.
I don't think it was like that.
No,
it wasn't
like that.
procrastinating as much as
More
debate.
of the hard work thing, which I can pretty much. I
Not
can't
really for
have
hard work, it
in
wasn't-
that show, but
Yeah, it wasn't like that for hard work, but towards more of like
hard work is such a
The
big,
Wake
sad
album.
project to just
Yeah.
go through. Like,
when
we
I
went
first
through,
started.
like dirt to do this.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I remember locking myself in my car at Christopher Lake recording the song called Pests, which
That's
is the one I
deep.
shared
Yeah.
around.
That was amazing. Like
Right?
as I said, it just literally twisted my soul inside and out, and just
Yeah.
showed me
Yeah.
the world that I've never seen before.
I recorded that drunk in my car at the
Oh, man.
Christopher Lake.
It's like something just possessed you and decided to be like, hey.
That's-
I think it's good.
Literally what it
Switch,
feels
it
like.
was like.
I think the possession was getting the album done.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah,
what?
for
It still
sure.
got done. That's what matters. Like, it
That's-
doesn't matter.
Well, that's like literally what got me. I mean, like that's what it felt like every time I even step to the microphone. It's what it feels like. It's like a
It's
possession
like
just
it's
comes
not
over
you.
It's not you at all. It's
I think I
something
love
else.
that
The
more.
fact that it's not
because-
you is the fact that makes it so great. It's because it goes so in depth with it.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Guys, Honor, I killed a man, but that was... Okay, guys, so if you might have noticed, there has been a small cut in the problem with the camera. We were too late to not even notice, but if we actually go back and play the footage, and I'll just tell you in like a small description of what we just explained, and maybe I'll bring it up on Facebook Live if I can find it and just cover it that way. But the last question was, what is going to be about your merch? Like, honestly.
As of right now, we're working on like phone cases, t-shirts, huffing those, small things at first, until we can advance more graphics and get maybe more logos on a different way with graphics. And we're working with a team who's shooting us some graphic ideas and who has layouts for different designs, but as of right now, we're just kind of like trying to work it out. Hardware kind of came out all of a sudden, and then we're just like automatically launched into merchandise on it. So
And that's pretty amazing. I mean, just thinking about how far you can go with your merch.
yeah.
And you're not following the basic general idea of industry. It's like, you guys don't want to be in the general, you guys want to focus on just what you have.
Yeah, because I think honestly, the material is what makes it what it is, and I think the art that we contribute together and the art that we do and the type of content that we make, what I'm saying, is just better off left as raw and underground as it can be. Like not a lot of people can relate to us, not a lot of people can say the same thing as we say, and sometimes it's okay. It's just a different value of expression, and expression should never be censored, as far as I'm concerned. And
Your freedom should never, ever, on any circumstance, be.
How do you feel
not at
towards
all.
a certain subject where people or anything in general should never be censored? I mean, it's how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, you can't censor an emotion. You can't censor life. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what a lot of our music is. It's life, bro. It's just that's exactly what it is, man. You can't really tell it's different. Like he said, a lot of people can't say the same stuff that we talk about, and our music. That's because of the shit that we get through and the stuff that we've been done happen to us. You know what I mean? Like we just use that for motivation and stuff like that. And that's what makes our music. Our music wouldn't mean nothing if it wasn't for the stuff that we've gone through. You know what I mean? Like, and granted, it was stupid. It was either stupid. It was trashy, shitty, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
History in the making.
Yeah. We still like you can never forget where you came from. Like you can't forget what brought you to making the music anyway. So.
Well, guys, if you want, since this is the end of the video, actually we got questions, and we're gonna go skimmer right through the questions. We just had TJ Freeman join. We just had Dylan Gooch join. Dylan commented saying, "Why is it only focused over the mouse?" Well, if you haven't noticed, the screen or the Facebook Live thing was only meant for like no visuals whatsoever.
Audio only. You know what that means? You listen to it and you do something else
while you're listening to it.
Exactly. And besides, if it tried to pick up, it's literally like scrunched in together.
Yeah, we don't have microphones here.
Yeah. But you could still be picked up over this whole, honestly, I'm going to upgrade and get like microphones and whatnot, but that's later on in the future. Guys, I've actually enjoyed this interview today with my friends Skylar and Tristan. If you guys want to know more about possible merch updates and what they do with links, guys, you want to share your links?
All I have to say before we end this is Free Miko, RIP Cash, and Heart Workout now on SoundCloud.com/Skylar Pendergast.
Look it up.
I think that's all I have to say right now.
Believe it or not, they've done an amazing job with the album. I'm telling you, it's like I'm literally seeing a world from their eyes.
This album, if I just put it into any perspective, this album is you taking everything you're scared of and wearing it like a mask.
Do you guys have YouTube's accounts?
Yeah, absolutely. I have youtube.com/Skylar Pendergast, which I guess you can learn how to spell my name in the description here. And I will give you the links. Link in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Music videos coming soon.
Yeah, mine
SoundCloud,
youtube.com/Tristan Lopez. You can go ahead and look on my channel and see all of our music and stuff like that. So.
And again, it'll be all found in the link down below. There's going to be multiple links, so go ahead and check them out. And if you are watching this, we're having Rydew Retro sometime soon. We can't give out a date exactly, but me and Ryan are going to work together on an intro and outro, and we're going to throw so many things in. The channel is done, but we're just not done with the outtakes.
And once again, I want to appreciate you.
Yes, once again, guys,
having us on.
Thank you so much.
And we will be back.
Sure.
Thank you, Rydew channel.
And, as always, thank you for watching. Like, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and as always,